Hi everyone! Have you considered driving a car with 5,000 horsepower? It's true, my friend. Dubai-based DEVEL Motors, a manufacturer of automobiles, has made the seemingly unachievable a reality. The DEVEL 16, named after the V16 engine shoehorned into a stretched mid-engine setup, has declared that it will not only attain the milestone speed, but break it to pieces by reaching 350 miles per hour, about 100 miles per hour quicker than the original Bugatti Veyron speed of 253 miles per hour. According to their website, the DEVEL 16 was first conceived in 2006, just a few years after the Veyron debuted in 2005, which no doubt served as a key source of inspiration and a target to beat. Since then, there hasn't been much improvement. This is illogical given that the DEVEL is a Dubai-based startup seeking to outperform nearly every known hypercar manufacturer on the market, including Bugatti. In 2008, research and development began in earnest, and in between then and 2013, a prototype was created and displayed at the Dubai International Motor Show. Without being cruel, this prototype is pretty much what you'd expect from a startup attempting to establish a name for itself, and the design inevitably crossed the line from cool to cheap and very plastic. Odd clefts in the nose exhaust nozzle that appear like marker pen caps, and an unattractive rear spoiler. It's almost unnecessary to emphasize the resemblance to a Batmobile cliche. No one would have paid attention if it weren't for the astounding speed and power promises. But if there's one thing that will grab attention, it's making a claim that is almost too good to be true. The wild claim strategy requires a delicate balancing act. It must be close enough to the bounds of possibility not to be discarded out of hand and forgotten almost immediately, yet far enough out there to pique everyone's interest and elicit a response. Even if their response is mere mockery, it has attracted their attention and gotten them talking about it. DEVEL most certainly accomplished this when they began revealing their top speed and peak power figures. A top speed of close to 350 miles per hour and peak power output of over 5,000 horsepower will get anyone noticed. And everyone's asking the same question: how? These are performance levels normally reserved for dragsters. And interestingly, this is what the top spec DEVEL 16 is aiming for. The hot desert sands of Dubai have seen drag racing grow in favor among its affluent residents and visitors. The enormous 5,000 horsepower version is geared squarely at customers whose sole concern is straight line speed, and few cars will be capable of matching the DEVEL 16 peak speed if it ever comes to fruition. The redesign of the 16, now referred to as the production version, was unveiled at the 2017 Dubai Motor Show in November. Although it is still a concept, it may be close to what the finished automobile will look like. The design is a significant advance over the original, no doubt due to the efforts of Italy's manufacturer Automobile Torino, which improved aesthetics in all departments save the interior. From the more cohesive nose, the smoother lines of the bodywork across the sculpted intakes, past the flowing and seemingly limitless engine compartment, to one of the primary design components, the larger exhaust ports. A fresh color scheme made it stand out, and the entire automobile appears a million miles away from the plastic imposter of the past. It should be noted that a finished car is still a long way off. The constraints of existing technology in pushing an automobile over 300 miles per hour are well recognized. Therefore, it's no wonder that many people are skeptical that the DEVEL will overcome these issues. The issue of developing tires capable of remaining intact at those speeds, or even simply maintaining traction during acceleration to convert all that horsepower into linear motion, is one of particular interest, given what other manufacturers have previously stated about their tire being the most significant challenge. Chief Engineer Paolo Garella, formerly of Pininfarina, provided fascinating comments regarding the 16 in general. When discussing the issues with airflow over the back end of the vehicle, he mentioned radiators and how important their placement would be due to the enormous heat dissipation demands caused by the 16-cylinder engine. The issue with radiators is that they require air to function, yet channeling air over them generates drag. Extra drag necessitates more power to overcome power, which generates heat, which necessitates more cooling. It's a never-ending cycle. It's unclear how they'll cool the engine and overcome this massive drag coefficient acquired as a result of the cooling, which is likely why they need so much horsepower in the first place. Gorilla verifies this when he states that the power required to go from sub 310 miles per hour to beyond increases by a whopping 60% due to the significant increase in drag caused by air turbulence. The fact that the Devil has yet to fix this problem or address this tire issue is what transforms uncertainties about how they will succeed into actual worries about their ability to deliver a car that lives up to their claims at all. Bugatti has had a decade head start on them and has not sat still. The fact that they have not yet solved these challenges, or at least disclosed that they have one, makes you wonder what magical potion Devil believes they have, or will have. They'll need something, because they've already established the Devil 16 pricing. Speedsters will have 3 tiers of performance spec. The base model will have an LS V8 engine, producing 1500 horsepower and will cost a pricely amount of $1.6 million. For just $200K more, you can add another LS V8 engine to the original to produce a V16 capable of 320 miles per hour at 3000 horsepower. The top spec has intended for track and drag racing and changes out parts for more durable components capable of withstanding the overwhelming power of its 5000 horsepower engine as it accelerates the car to 350 miles per hour, almost solely via pure force. This option will also cost an additional $200K, bringing the total ticket price to $2 million. These prices are either on par with their competitors, such as Koenigsegg, or much lower, such as Bugatti's new Chiron, which will cost $2.6 million. What do you think? Will it be worth it? That depends on whether you believe the Devil can develop the necessary technology to deliver a car that reaches close to 350 miles per hour, or not. Let's have your opinion in the comment section down below. Don't forget, we are pinning the first 20 comments. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.